is the season wrap-up video for the Butts Arthur Syndicate. We ended the season at the East Coast 4-year-old Event Horse Championships. His dressage was on par with what he's done, which is good. I thought there was a lot of atmosphere here, and it's his first time competing away and stabling overnight at the venue, so I thought he kept a cool head about him. There he was in the jog up, which went fine. Hadn't practiced it much, but he seemed to catch the idea pretty quickly. And then the most important part of the Young Horse Championship is the galloping, the jumping. It's weighted the most heavily, and I think it's pretty obvious that if you want a horse to be a top level horse, and that's what they're trying to assess, how they gallop and jump is going to be the biggest and most deciding factor. I thought he was very well behaved. I thought he was a cool customer the whole time, but at the end of the season, I think he was starting to get a little bit underwhelmed by the size of the jumps, which is fine. You'd rather that than them being overly excited about it. But even so, the judges, they gave him a near perfect score on all the jumps. They gave him a 4 out of 5 on virtually all of them except for the one rail that he had. And the judges' comments were praising his consistency, the ease at which he did things, and his good attitude about things. So, having spoken to some of them, having talented 4-year-olds showing, giving an expressive display of their scope over novice-sized jumps is a little bit of a challenge that they had across all the horses, I suppose. Or, it was certainly a topic for discussion. But again, with a young event horse that you think is going to be a top-level horse, having them over-jump novice jumps, probably not a great sign. You don't want the horses getting too high in the air. You want them to be fairly casual until the jumps get bigger. So I think that's what Arthur was showing, and he is just a really pleasant horse to do all this with. He just does it all very easily. He gallops in the bridle well. He does his lead changes with ease. He's easy to send forward and collect, so he just does all that stuff. He's, sometimes the thoroughbreds tend to be a little bit more of the athletes, and the warmbloods tend to be a little bit more of the power horses, so I think he is a great combination of the two. Like, he rides very athletic and nippy and quick like a thoroughbred would, but when he is, when he wasn't so kind of underwhelmed by the size of the jumps, he also can show that he can be a power jumper as well. So I think he's a little bit the best of both worlds there. Actually, the last jump here was a little bit bigger than the other one, so this is the one jump he puts in a little bit more of a big jump and shape over, and you see he jumps it really well behind and has a good gallop at the end. So I thought it was a great way to end his 4-year-old year, and he's well up on his training. He should be ready to pretty well go training level at the beginning of the year next year.